Hello, H barbarians. Welcome back to H bar's realm. The past few days have been fruitful. I was waiting for good updates to come up for me to provide you the latest on Hedera. Look at this, folks. This cryptocurrency.nyc H bar moment is loading, folks. And this might be a subliminal message as to what is happening. Hedera finally coming up with something big, folks. Look at this. Hedera Hashgraph just dropped a video that is raising eyebrows across the space. Something big is lining up, and it is not speculation.
We're here at the World Economic Forum to participate in a conversation about the future of finance. The governance and operations model for Hedera is different than other public blockchains. The technology achieves the limit of what can be achieved in terms of security while simultaneously achieving great performance. The governance model is fundamentally different. We have a council of global enterprises. These are organizations of the caliber of Dell and IBM, Deutsche Telekom, and Google. They set the policy and provide oversight. That's unique in the market. And our pricing model is different, so your costs for delivering your products and services is predictable. Hedera will provide the services needed for the new economy, and we will be invisible and ubiquitous. That's
Folks, not just Hedera, but Hedera's ecosystem overall is making progress. Look at this. Laser Digital, the digital assets arm of Nomura, which is a Hedera HBAR council member, has applied to form Laser Digital National Trust Bank, a proposed national trust bank focused on digital assets. Let me show you guys this. Look at this. This Laser Digital redefining the frontier of digital finance. Laser Digital is a full-service digital asset firm specializing in trading, asset management, solutions, and early-stage investing, folks. And let me share with you this news over here. This is latest. Laser Digital applies to form federally regulated national trust bank for digital asset custody and trading in the United States. Folks, why does this matter for Hedera? This matters due to a lot of different factors, folks. One of the biggest factors it builds credibility. Uh, Hedera's governing council is filled with credible, legit members, first and foremost. And secondly, folks, it goes beyond that. When your fellow governing council and its arm goes and tries to basically innovate in the digital asset space, this gives Hedera that moment to forge good connections as well. So this is huge in my opinion, folks. This is great. Look at this. The charter will position LDNTB to serve institutional customers across the US, offering custody of digital assets integrated with spot trading of crypto and fiat currencies. In my opinion, this is huge, folks. And meanwhile, folks, people are skeptical about the price action and what is happening. I even saw a technical post over here that the Hedera might even go to 5 cents and then it might rebound to $7 or more. Hopefully, it does not go to those levels. But, anyways, people are skeptic when it comes to price. But behind the scenes, folks, governments are building on H bar, and you are bearish. Look at this. US Federal Reserve, FedNow micropayments, South Korea, digital ID CBDC platform via Shinhan Bank, UK, drone traffic control through Hedera Consensus, Qatar, $50 million Web3 venture studio, Australia, CBDC pilot shortlisted by the Treasury and Reserve Bank, UAE. By the way, folks, Middle East is extremely bullish when it comes to digital assets. It is becoming that hub over there, folks. Dubai, legal documents, Abu Dhabi, tokenized finance. Saudi Arabia, government linked institutional infrastructure. Folks, XRP was also associated with Riyadh Bank, so HBAR being there wouldn't surprise anyone. MBS is trying to come up with solutions. MBS is trying to take Saudi Arabia from the oil centric economy to a digital economy, folks. Cameroon, anti-corruption and transparency systems. So this is what we're talking about, folks. 8 nations, real deployments, government backed. This is what Hedera is all about, folks. The Hedera DLT use cases goes way beyond just one country, be it United States, South Korea, United Kingdom, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Australia, Saudi Arabia, or Cameroon. Hedera is everywhere. Look at this, folks. Bonzo Vault's beta is now live. Enjoy automated yield strategies across Hedera DeFi deposit supported assets into any vault. It handles strategy execution, rebalancing, and yield compounding. Progress happening on the Hedera ecosystem throughout, folks. And look at this. Bonzo Vaults offers institutional grade liquidity automation strategies that reduce complexity and auto compound yield. Folks, institutional grade solutions is what Hedera is renowned for, and the projects that are associated with Hedera. Look at this. Bonzo Vault supports a variety of ecosystem assets, deposit or withdraw without limits at any time. Supported assets include HBAR, HBAR-X, USDC, Bonzo, XBonzo, Sauce, Dovu, you name it, folks, Jam, Hedera ecosystem projects. Meanwhile, folks, Hedera Mclaren partnership was huge. We already covered that. Look at this. Dell Technologies is on the suit too. Big deal because Dell is also a Hedera Governing Council member. Enterprise governance plus enterprise brand. Same grid. So why does it matter, folks? McLaren is basically a high performance data machine. That is the kind of environment where trust plus integrity plus verifiable logs narratives land. So this is how huge Hedera is becoming, folks. Great partnerships, stacked governing council, and stacked use cases of the partners as well. Meanwhile, some technicals over here, folks. Look at this namespace transition to Hierro. You have to check this out yourself. 51 minutes long, but in a nutshell.
I dive into the CLI, which I really want to. I will give like a quick reminder as well about the namespace transition. Since last year, I think February, we've been communicating that we are transitioning some of our SDKs to Hyro, which is the JavaScript SDK, Rust one, and also the Java one. So a quick reminder, we are still in the dual publishing phase for the JavaScript and Rust SDKs, which means that we are still publishing these SDKs on both the old namespace, which is Hashgraph, and also on the new namespaces under Hyro. And the cutover for the Java SDK, that will happen in April. So it will immediately switch from the Hashgraph to the Hyro namespace. The big extra reminder here is that initially we had planned that we would hit like the target date for dual publishing in February, but this has shifted slightly. So dual publishing is extended by like 2 months. So this will happen like mid-April.
So to summarize, folks, the bottom line is that Hedera technically, fundamentally is making progress. Developments are taking place behind the scenes. Updates are happening. And this is what Hedera is all about. And in my opinion, Hedera's moment is indeed loading. What do you guys think about it? And folks, for regular Hedera HBAR updates, developments, do subscribe the channel and smash that notification icon. Until next time, peace.